Unfortunately, the laws are the laws of the land, and we can change them ourselves, but once they're in force, we have to live with them.
Okay. I know that you said that she's the type of kid that does opposite of what you want anyway.
Not necessarily, but definitely if you try to exert pressure on her, it may tend to work against you.
Have you ever given your father any of the monies that you've made?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have. I've given my father money that I've made, but, you know, I give him money that I make waitressing, too.
Why is it, don't you find this odd that a father is okay with his daughter stripping?
I don't know. I can't speak
Especially
for
when she's a
anyone else.
teenager. I'm not speaking for you.
It's not. I just don't have a problem with it. Really, I never have. She's always been interested in entertainment, so.
Where's your mother?
My mother is in California.
And what's your relationship with your mother?
You know, we're good.
You just said that you're not good by saying we're good in the tone that you said it.
Well,
so what's
I
the
mean,
issue with your mother?
Well, she's very conservative and everything. I talk to her every couple of days and everything, and I see her every couple of months.
Yeah. Does she know what you do?
She doesn't, but that's in respect to her. She has heart problems and everything, so I just let it be. She knows I'm a waitress, you know, so.
Anybody have anything to say? Stand on it.
Are you crazy? A parent's supposed to protect their child, and you're watching her go down a path of destruction just for money, and you're not protecting her.
I know the principal called you one day when Joanna was in school. What did they call you to tell you?
Well, Joanna had, and still has from time to time, a temper, and there was an issue with a boy who was just wouldn't leave her alone, even though she told him to back off and leave her alone and tried to warn him, but he just wouldn't do it. So she knocked him down and gave him a concussion, and so they called me, and I told her that we had to deal with that and find some other way of expressing ourselves than just duking it out with the guy. But
because the reason why I wanted you to tell that story is because I feel that Joanna has a hardened exterior protecting something soft on the inside. You know, like hitting a guy and giving him a concussion, you know, and all this hard exterior that I see.
For the record, I tackled him and bashed his head into the concrete.
Okay.
Accidentally.
So.
Yeah, it wasn't an accident. It was in the process of tackling it. Just.
Yeah, but there's still
happened.
anger that's involved. There's a lot of things that can happen negatively when you're doing something to somebody. You didn't intend to give him a concussion, but you did intend to tackle him hard for something to happen.
I did.
So what is it that you're protecting? There's something. There's some pain. James, have you ever seen your daughter strip?
No.
You've never seen it?
No.
If you saw it, do you think it would change your thoughts at all?
No, but I would prefer not to see it. It's her choice. It's not my choice. I just give her the freedom to make her own choice without condemning her.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Adeline. I just finished watching The Teen Stripper, and this comment is for Joanna. I understand what you're doing, and if that makes you feel comfortable and you feel like it's okay for you to do it, I guess that's fine. But for the father, I have a comment for, which is I think you should get yourself a little more involved with your daughter and not to just sit there and be so stiff and really have nothing to say about it, because maybe she'll change her mind if you choose to get yourself a little more involved in her life than just sit there.
Up next, your father, you raised this little baby that was in your arms at one point. Look at your baby girl. Look at her. What do you think?
I think that if she wants to go and do porn and be a porn star and that makes her happy, then that's what she ought to do.
You have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
And later, 1, 2, 3. Shockingly lenient state laws, 16-year-old girls who are not even old enough to vote or old enough to drink legally, are able to take their clothes off at strip clubs and work as a stripper for a living as long as they're home by 11 p.m. Joanna, I know that you're interested in doing some other things too. I don't think your father's aware of, which you told me before he came out here. If the money was right and you were if the money was right. What is that?
I would do porn. I'm interested in doing porn. I don't think there's, you know, it's I could be anywhere I wanted to be. I could only work like a couple nights a week and make enough to live, and I hook up with people anyway. I might as well be getting paid for it, making good money.
What do you think about that, James?
Well, it's her choice.
No,
It's
what
her
do you
life.
what do you think? What do you feel? You're a human being. You're a father. You raised this little baby that was in your arms at one point, and she's telling you this. Yes, there is free will. She doesn't have to listen to anything you say. Look at that picture and look at your baby girl. Look at her. What do you think?
I think that if she wants to go and do porn and be a porn star, and that is makes her happy, then that's what she ought to do.
What do you feel? Do you understand, James?
I do. I'm telling you how I feel.
So you are okay with your daughter being a porn star. You are okay with men looking at your teenage daughter. You are okay with that. Are you okay with that, or are you saying that it is okay for her to do whatever she wants to do? There's a difference. My mother is not okay with a lot of the things that I do, but she still has a feeling about it. Do you understand? If you want to do that, Tyra, that's fine. You can go do it. But she may not want me to. It may hurt her for me to do something. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
I'm
do
not
understand.
saying we understand. She can do what she wants to do. You already said she was a kid that wouldn't listen anyway. But what does that make you feel like as not her father, but her daddy?
Well, obviously, you know, that wouldn't be my first choice of career moves for her, you know. But
What did you want for her?
It would
What-
give me
What would you want for her?
Well, I really don't know. I just wanted her to do. Always thought she would do something that made her happy and hoped that she would be successful. That's, I think, what anybody hopes their children do. That they find something that provides a living and they enjoy doing.
She
But-
also told me that she would prostitute for $1,000. Is that okay?
Well, there again, it's not one of the I would choose for her to do with herself, and but she knows that I will, you know, stick with her. I'm not going to condemn her for what she chooses to do.
The woman sitting next to you is named Tiffany. Tiffany is not her mother. Tiffany is her surrogate mother. Is she your boss at the restaurant?
She is.
She's your boss at the restaurant. And she is in tears. She is in tears. There's an investment that Tiffany has in your daughter that makes her emotionally vulnerable to your daughter's decisions and to your daughter's words and to your daughter's actions. Tiffany, when you hear Joanna speak like this, and live this life, what goes through your mind, body, spirit?
Some of the stuff that I heard right now is kind of shocking. I mean, I know she's danced, and I haven't supported her in that because I think that things can happen to her. She's very outgoing. She's very outspoken. I think she has a lot of great talent that she's, I mean, where prostitution comes from, I don't know. I have never heard her speak of that, so that's kind of shocking to me. Like, she would lower herself that much. She thinks nothing of herself to have someone pay. $1,000 is, what's $1,000?
Joanna, I know you told my producers that one thing that you love about Tiffany is that she disciplines you and tells you when you're wrong, and that's love.
Yeah.
There's something that you said to my producers like that.
Yeah, she's extremely critical. I mean, even when it comes down to little things at the restaurant, like not grabbing the coffee pot from the top, or some of the decisions I make, you know, she's always there to tell me. She's always there for me to cry to.
And what does that feel like to have somebody discipline you and be hard on you, because it's kind of like that tough love type of
Well,
thing?
you know, I am still myself about it. I'm like, yeah, whatever, that's great, move on. But, I don't
Like
know.
a teenager. That's what teenagers do.
Right, yeah, see, I'm good at what I do. It's nice she's my boss. It's her job to do that kind of stuff.
But
I
it
mean,
feels like what when she
feels
does?
like someone's trying to discipline me.
And that feels like what?
Like someone's trying to discipline me.
You told my producers that feels like love.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, she does it out of love. I
Yes.
appreciate that.
The point that I'm getting at is that she's not even your mom,
Yeah.
and she's disciplining you, and you feel that that's love because she's yanking you and saying that's wrong.
Yeah.
And your dad's not doing that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because discipline is love.
But
telling
however-
a child that they're wrong,
Yes.
and this is what I think that you should do. This is my recommendation. That's love. Do you understand? And I'm not saying that your dad doesn't love you. I think your dad loves his baby girl, but I'm not sure if it's the type of love that he's giving is what you need. That's my opinion. Justice is here. She's not a stranger to the sex industry. You were in the sex industry, right?
Yes.
And you're out now. You're out,
Yes.
but you're still crying when you listen to Joanna's story. What is touching you about her story? Come over here and sit next to Joanna. You guys can scoot down a little bit.
Been there. Okay.
Okay.
I said